This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, the hot weather is on everyone's mind, including ours, and it is taking its toll throughout Maine. There have been multiple reports of people passing out and needing emergency medical care.
Dr. Jonathan Busco with emergency medicine at St. Joseph Healthcare in Bangor says prevention is key. Busco says, quote, most people with heat exhaustion feel tired, weak, sick to the stomach, or may become lightheaded. When you're dehydrated, sports drinks can help you replace water and electrolytes, end quote. Busco also recommends seeking medical attention if you are too sick to keep fluids down or are passing out or almost passing out when you stand up, or if you're confused or if you have a temperature above 100.4. Most people believe that 8 glasses of water a day is all they need to stay hydrated, but John Lee, Director of Emergency Services at St. Joseph Healthcare, says during these times you may need to double or even triple the amount of fluids you intake. Lee says if you are outside, you should stagger your time in the heat with 30 minutes in the sun and 30 minutes in the shade.
In other news tonight, a Castle Hill man accused of double murder was back in court Thursday. Our A.J. Douglas talked to the lead defense attorney to learn more.
The bodies of 25-year-old Alan Curtis and 51-year-old Roger Ellis were found in a truck on Route 227 in Castle Hill on August 13th. A week later, Bobby Nightingale was charged with their murders. Nightingale is also charged with robbery and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. Lead defense attorney Vern Parody claims Nightingale is innocent and alleges that there are other suspects in the case.
There are at least 3 to 5 other potential suspects that had motives for the killings. In my opinion, is he was an easy target for the state, and they just disregarded the other significant evidence that other people were involved.
The defense also asked Justice Nelson to dismiss all charges due to the state allegedly listening to calls between Nightingale and co-counsel John Tebbets. Parody says the detective failed to identify which 2 of the 80 recorded calls had been monitored.
The detective filed an affidavit saying that he didn't record and did not write down which calls he listened to or heard parts of, didn't remember what he might have heard or how much of any call, but that he only reported it to the Attorney General's office when he read a news article.
The prosecution argued to allow additional phone calls and Facebook posts from Nightingale to be used as evidence in the upcoming trial. The defense is not disputing the introduction of this evidence. Jury selections begin August 10th. A.J. Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Yesterday, we talked to a Unity farmer working to spread awareness about the medical impacts for those exposed to PFAS chemicals. Adam Nordell, co-owner of Songbird Farm, discovered his farmlands and waters tested positive for PFAS, or forever chemicals, back in December. A month later, he was notified by doctors that he and his wife's bodies also tested positive for the same chemicals. The Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry works closely with farmers navigating through these types of issues by performing testing and taking samples at no cost to the farm owners. The DACF also offers wage replacement, which Nordell was approved for but says he had not received. Following our story, Bureau Director of Agriculture, Food and Rural Resources, Nancy McBrady, reached out to Nordell and both confirmed he had not received the funds due to a technical error. The confusion has now been resolved and we're told help is on the way. For more on this story and PFAS contamination, you can visit our website, foxbangor.com.
Well, the Hamden Town Council is proposing a community center be built on the town-owned land next to Laura Hoyt Pool. While nothing has been finalized, this proposal has been in the works for the past 8 years, and with more planning being done in the past 2.5 years regarding a location for the building. The community center would include a gym with basketball courts, an elevated walking track, and a kitchen with a banquet area. Hamden Economic Development Director Amy Ryder says the proposed community center would serve multiple purposes.
It would be a town-owned facility that would be utilized by the entire community, from children to seniors. It could be a rental space for banquets. There'll be a full kitchen. We could rent or use the space for our basketball teams or basketball tournaments, lots of opportunities.
Besides the location next to the Laura Hoyt Pool, the town is also considering a vacant property near Hampton Academy.
Governor Mills is voicing strong opposition to Versant Power's plan to request an electricity rate increase. In a notice filed with the Public Utilities Commission, the company said it intends to request a rate increase of 9% starting in 2023. That's about a $10.50 monthly increase, or $126 per year for the average residential ratepayer. In a statement, the governor vowed to fight the company's request, saying in part, quote, "With high prices expected to continue into the coming year, which is almost entirely the result of New England's dependence on expensive imported natural gas, I do not believe now is the appropriate time for our utilities to seek further rate increases. I ask Versant to not file this request, but if they do, I will direct my energy office to intervene in opposition and call on the Maine Public Utilities Commission to reject the request," end quote. Versant's notice follows a similar filing earlier this year in which Central Maine Power also announced they're seeking a 9% rate increase in 2023, a move the governor has already opposed. The Maine Office of the Public Advocate also released a statement today expressing doubt that the increase is warranted.
Well, the Maine State Housing Authority recently granted funding to a local community action agency to help with Maine's growing homelessness issue. Our Dylan Holloway has the details.
Penquist recently announced that the nonprofit organization has received a $4.25 million grant from the Maine State Housing Authority. The grant will be used to renovate an existing hotel in Bangor and convert it into permanent housing for homeless individuals.
Homelessness in Bangor has skyrocketed over the last couple of years, and in direct response to that, we've been working with local partners to try to find a solution.
Housing Development Director Jason Bird says the project is one of 3 selected by Maine Housing to receive funds from the American Rescue Plan Act, with the goal of increasing housing for individuals and families experiencing homelessness.
We've been working for a little while to try to find a perfect location. We've got that, and through funding with Maine Housing, we'll be able to purchase the building, renovate it, and within a few months, we hope to be able to open the doors and let people call it home.
Bird says the project will create 36 new units of housing consisting of 18 efficiency and 18 one-bedroom apartments. He says there will also be project-based vouchers that will cover the majority of tenants' monthly rent, as well as on-site services to aid with recovery and stability.
That's really good news because there's an affordable housing crisis going on in the city. We have our beds mostly filled, the other shelters do, and we still have probably over 100, close to 200 people who are sleeping outside right now.
The housing unit will be named Teresa Bray Knowles Place. Knowles, who passed away just under a year ago, is described by Bird as having been a local healthcare leader.
She worked at PCHC most recently, but she was a community leader when it came to COVID response and a variety of other impactful public health initiatives, and she was just a force to be reckoned with.
Bird says the location of the hotel will be announced sometime in the next few weeks. Reporting from Bangor, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Well, as we mentioned, the heat is top of mind for everyone.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, let's take a first check of our forecast and see how much more of it's coming our way.
Thank you, Beth and Peter. Your first weather is brought to you by Saliba Rug Cleaners, which is Maine's largest rug cleaning destination for over nearly 70 years. As we look into the temperatures for today, it's very hot out there. We can see in Bangor we're sitting at 89 degrees right now. We had some areas southwest of us that actually broke record temperatures today in the mid to upper 90s. If you look by the coast right now, Bar Harbor, it's a lot cooler down there, 81 in Bar Harbor and 79 in Rockford. So it's a beautiful day to go down to the coast and enjoy the water. As we go in, we can look at the radar now. We have some scattered showers moving in, but there's nothing really to worry about. More of the severe weather will come into tomorrow. As we look at our overnight planner tonight, we can see that we're in the lower 70s throughout the beginning of the night, and we move into the upper 60s with some possible showers coming at 3 a.m. Other than that, the weather should clear out. Beth and Peter?
All right, so a little bit of relief coming overnight with those temperatures dropping into the high 60s.
I may just stay up to enjoy that.
Yeah, I think a lot of us will be.
All right, well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6 today, representatives from the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program visited Bangor.
And Dover Foxcroft is preparing to celebrate a special homecoming as this weekend marks the 100th year since becoming a town. We'll have those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Al, did you make that call?
Honey, we already have Medicare. Why do I need to call?
Alan, the Feldman said we may be able to get additional benefits with a Medicare Advantage plan right here in our zip code with $0 monthly premiums.
Honey, what do you mean additional benefits? We turned 65, we got Medicare. That's all there is to it, right?
I'm talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. We have traditional Medicare, which is only Medicare Parts A and B, but not Part C.
Wait. So not everyone on Medicare is a Part C plan?
No, that's why we need to call, because there may be plans available with additional benefits that aren't covered under Medicare Parts A and B. We don't have a Medicare Part C plan which covers everything in Part A and Part B plus extra benefits in Medicare Part C.
What kind of extra benefits?
There are great plans that may be available with extra benefits like dental, vision, and hearing.
Did you say dental?
Yes, dental. Medicare Part C plans could include dental benefits that help cover routine dental exams and teeth cleanings, plus dental x-rays, fillings, gum disease treatment, and dentures.
We need that. I'm calling.
If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now because there may be plans with additional benefits available that are simply not covered under Medicare Parts A and B, like routine dental coverage. If you're on Medicare, you can call even if you called last year. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits. You don't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. If you're losing coverage, moving, or new to Medicare, call to speak with a licensed insurance agent. Remember, you don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically. Call now for your free 2022 no-obligation Medicare benefits review. Call 800-413-8094. 800-413-8094.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back. Representatives from the Congressional Families Cancer Prevention Program were in Bangor this morning. The CFCP program is a bipartisan organization of the spouses of Congress members and senators working to help fund cancer research and treatment. The representatives visited to shine a light on the work Northern Light Health and the Bangor Y is doing for breast cancer prevention and early detection. Catherine Sherman says the grants Northern Light Health and Bangor Y received from the Prevent Cancer Foundation has helped make it easier for people to get the screenings and tests that they need.
We've worked really hard over the last 3 years of making sure that we have access available to our patients and finding out what their barriers are. What is it making it difficult for them to come see us? And then working with our extraordinary partners at the Bangor Y to reach out to them and help solve those barriers.
If you or a loved one needs to make an appointment for screening, you can call 207-973-8500 or head to northernlighthealth.org.
Well, Dover Foxcroft will celebrate a special homecoming as this weekend marks the 100th year since becoming a town. The town will celebrate by hosting a number of events, including a vendor fair, a historic bus tour, a beach party, and more. The town's homecoming weekend will have a parade theme celebrating 100 years of history, highlighting floats portraying significant times or events linked to the town.
You know, we have been a town. The towns have come together as Dover and Foxcroft, and it's been 100 years. And a lot has happened over that 100-year period. So we thought it would be really neat if as the floats were going by, we could kind of have a picture of various points in history that took place. And
anyone interested in learning more about the scheduled events can visit piscataquischamber.com. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the Bangor State Fair opens today. We'll take a look at what this year's event has to offer.
And sports is coming right up. We'll have more on the first UMaine football practice of the season right after the break. Stay with us.
When it comes to finding the right health insurance for your small business, it can feel like you're the only one looking out for the well-being of your team. But when you partner with a nonprofit health insurer who not only understands your needs as a business owner, but puts your people over their profits, it allows your business to keep doing what it does best. With a team who can take comfort in knowing they're cared for, people over profits. Now that's a novel idea. Get a quote from your broker or visit healthoptions.org.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
There's a big question going around Seasons Grill and Sports Lounge at 427 Main Street in Bangor about how fresh their seafood is. So I decided to find out exactly how fresh it is in this live investigative report. So we went all the way down to Deer Isle, Stonington, Captain John, to ask the question, is the seafood fresh?
That's fresh enough for you.
The Summer Lobster Special at Seasons in Bangor is now on. Restrictions may apply. See seasonsbangor.com for more details.
When I married my late husband, who was a widower, I took on his beautiful daughters as my own. The chaos of raising 5 girls while working full-time didn't exactly prepare me to govern during turbulent times, but it helped. I learned to listen and work together because no one has a monopoly on solutions in a family or in a state. That's why we brought Democrats, Republicans, and Independents together to move Maine forward. Girls, some things just don't change.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Engstrom's Auto Service in Guilford. We specialize in all foreign and domestic service and alignments.
Football training camp. Welcome back, everyone. Dave Peck here at Orono for practice number 1 of training camp for Maine football. If you thought it was hot where you were, it was probably 10 degrees hotter on this turf right behind me, but they were able to battle through it. And I welcome in now Larry Mahoney of the Bangor Daily News here. Larry, if you step right in, I just want to ask you a couple of things. You've been covering this team for many years at this point. The big storyline here, Joe Fagnano comes back. He's healthy. Andre Miller is now practicing with the Giants. What are your thoughts on how this offense might look here?
I think the offense is going to be very good. I mean, Fagnano's in his career, 62% completions, 31 touchdowns, just 6 interceptions. He's a real leader, calming influence. The wide receiver core, that's the question mark. Miller and Devin Young combined for 93 receptions last year. You've got to replace that. And Miller, 17.5 receptions, yards per reception. He's a big play receiver. Whether they do it by committee or whether they do it, have a couple players like maybe Jacob Henney or Michael Munoz having a breakout year, or newcomer Rohan Jones. The offensive line returns virtually intact. They lose P.J. Barr, who is an all-conference tackle, but Tyler Royal returns. He missed last season with a knee injury. So I think the offense is going to be very good. Remember, you've got Freddie Brock averaging 5.5 yards per carry, Elijah Barnwell 4.4 yards per carry. Offense, they're going to move the ball.
All right,
that's not a concern.
Let's talk about the defense now.
Sure.
Black Hole, always high expectations with
Right.
them, but they were ranked 8th in points given up last season. Jordan Stevens, obviously a defensive-minded coach. What needs to change here for them in order to have more success?
Pass rush. Last year, only 12 sacks in 11 games. Opposing quarterbacks completed 59% of the passes. That's because they weren't getting enough pressure. They've got to get pressure. Jordan Stevens believes in pressure. So you'll see different stunts. They have their linebackers back, with the exception of all-conference linebacker Ray Miller. They got Xavier Nurse, Adrian Otero. They do have to replace a couple players in the secondary, one at safety, one at cornerback. But I expect the defense to be much better. Again, opponents average 4.6 yards per run. That's got to get better, because if you're allowing that much on a run, then that enables the offense to be unpredictable. They can pass or throw. What you want to do is you want to get them in a second and long situation, so they have to throw. They're more predictable, and you can put set your defenses up to stop the pass.
All right, let's talk big picture now. 11-game season. It starts September 3rd at New Mexico.
Right.
Home game here. First one is on the 10th versus Colgate. What is your prediction here for the Black Bears?
7-4. I think they'll go 7-4 overall, and 5-3 or 6-2 in the conference. I think they were picked 8th. I think that's going to be motivation for them. They're better than that. Again, when you have that many starters, you have 8 offensive starters back, 7 defensive starters. They are going to miss Johnny Messina, the place kicker. He was a very good one. But no, I expect good things from this team. I think this team is going to contend.
All right, 7-4. I'm going to go 6-5. I don't want to be Mr. Negative, but I appreciate your positivity. That's good stuff.
No problem.
And thank you for coming on here again. First game for the Jordan Stevens era, pretty much, is September 3rd at New Mexico, and then right here on September 10th versus Colgate. For now, we'll send it over to Chase with weather.
Thank you, Dave. Your main weather is brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales in Hancock. Stop in and see Tony and Nicole, where every vehicle comes with the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Come buy your vehicle the Fairway. It's more than just a tagline. It's the way they do business. All right, looking at the temperatures today, it is very hot out there. We can see in Bangor it's sitting at 89, almost touching 90. And then near the coastline, we see it's 81 in Bar Harbor, 79 in Rockland, so it's a little cooler down there. But it would be a beautiful day to go enjoy the waters. And as we move on, we can see we have the UV forecast shows it's very high today with a risk of 8. Burn time, 15 minutes. So you better have your hat, sunglasses, sunscreen, and find some shady areas out there as the sun is beaming down on you today. Going into the temperature trend for this week, we can see we're in the upper 90s to mid to low 80s almost throughout the Thursday through Sunday. It's going to touch 93 on Sunday. It's going to get very hot, so be prepared for that day. But then after that, Monday through Wednesday, it will cool down to the lower 80s to mid 70s. As we move on, we look at the humidity. It's very, very humid right now. Actually, just a little bit above humid. The dew points, though, are going to drop down to the 50s Sunday night into Monday, and then they're going to ramp back up into the mid-70s by Monday through Tuesday. As we move on, we're going to look at the wind speed, or the radar right now. We can see that we have a low pressure system looking from afar. We can see it's moving northeast of us right now. And it's got that elongated cold front that's going to bring showers and thunderstorms embedded in it into our area, but nothing too severe. So as we take a closer look, we can see the showers right now passing by aren't too severe, so it just might bring a little drizzle over your area. Nothing to worry about. As we look at the futurecast, though, we can see we have some stronger thunderstorms moving through our area heading into tomorrow, and it will bring some more scattered showers throughout the area. And maybe some drizzle and some virga are kind of embedded there by Saturday evening. But other than that, nothing to really worry about. The wind speeds, though, are starting to ramp up near the coastline. We see 16 miles per hour coming from the southwest in Bar Harbor. And a little bit up north, they are ramping up too near Frenchville, 14 miles per hour. But near our area, Bangor, sitting at 12 miles per hour, so it's a little breezy. And just north of us, it's actually very calm. So the winds are working in our favor today. We have a low of 67 tonight with mostly cloudy skies. We have those few scattered showers passing through our area. And then we have some breezy winds from the southeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Looking into tomorrow's forecast, we have a high of 88. It'll be mostly cloudy with a thunderstorm chance still in the area, and then northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking into our extended forecast for this week, we can see Friday we have that thunderstorm chance with lows in the mid-60s. Saturday will clear up. It'll be partly cloudy with a high of 86. And low almost touching 70. Another slight thunderstorm chance Sunday with that hot weather coming in with a high of 93. Monday comes with a low of 64 and the other thunderstorm chance. And then Tuesday also with some more thunderstorms rolling in with a high of 81 and a low of 63. Beth?
All righty, Chase. Thanks so much.
Yeah, so a few very warm days again on the way.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Indeed. Find a pool, folks.
Yes.
All right. Well, still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jim Mar Construction Products can help you.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you could have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Established in 1925, Bangor Floral has been a premier provider of beautiful floral arrangements and thoughtful gifts for almost 100 years. Whatever the occasion, our premium collection of colorful blooms, blossoming plants, and gift baskets have warmed hearts for generations. We strongly support the Buy Local movement, purchasing directly from local farms and growers, and we are committed to the preservation of our environment. Bangor Floral, located at 332 Harlow Street. Stop in today to experience a flower shop like no other.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I fought to get my clients. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Tonight, triple-digit temperatures, the excessive heat alerts across the country, plus just how fast are monkeypox cases rising as the outbreak spreads. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most-watched program on all of television.
Welcome back, everyone. This summer, people are enjoying the return of many community events, including the Bangor State Fair, which is now underway.
And it's in full swing. Looks like there's a lot of fun to be had over there, and our Matthew Duronsik is live at the fair. Matt, what's it like? What's going on?
As you can see behind me, the two words describe what it's like out here. It is humid, it is hot, but everyone is having fun.
People on rides, the sound of people playing games, the smell of fair food in the air. The Bangor State Fair is on full display, with excited kids and adults lining up at Cross Insurance Center. The festivities attract people from all over, looking for a true fair experience.
I like it. I don't go to a lot of state fairs, so this is real fun.
The doors to the carnival open Thursday at 2 p.m., kicking off a long weekend of fun. Among the many features the fair has to offer, Maddie Jenkins comes for the camaraderie it has to offer.
Just like the fun and hanging out with friends.
Founded in 1849, the Bangor State Fair usually attracts between 40 to 50,000 people a year.
Well, you can make a lot of friends here, and people are nice, and we're in Bangor, so they don't have a lot of stuff like this, so it means like.
The fair features an assortment of rides and foods that participants have the opportunity to try, including the famous Pharaoh's Fury and fried dough. It also features a variety of carnival games like balloon darts, bushel basket, and cork gun gallery. Connecticut native Henry Katz says he is impressed with all the fair has to offer.
I mean, it means a lot, honestly. Getting to see the main experience here, it's a great culture, and it means a lot to me.
Yeah, and as you can see behind me, it is packed, and it's going to be like this through Sunday. Prices range from $5 to $7 with the well-known roller derby going to happen on Saturday. Peter, Beth, back to you at the desk.
Gotta love a state fair. That just looks like so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I can only imagine the smells of all the food.
Yeah, that's what gets me. Shocker.
Yeah, there's nothing like fair food. I mean, it's some of the most delicious food that will also make your tummy hurt a little bit at the end of the day, but it's still it's an experience that everyone should have.
Maybe stay off the sea dragon if you've just eaten.
Yes.
I mean, there's a thought.
I've definitely made that mistake before,
Right.
getting a little queasy, but
Queasy, yeah. But fair fries, the best. Can't beat them.
you gotta have them. Maybe a little fried dough too.
Maybe a little fried dough. All right, well, I guess that's where we're going after this. Alrighty, folks. So that's going to do it for us. From everybody at ABC 7 News, take care. Have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.